I told you guys, I saw this coming. I honestly saw this coming, and it's not official. It's not official because we don't know who Tom Aspinall is going to fight. It's not official, but I saw this coming. There's this video that popped out in ESPN. You know, Chael Sonnen and DC. They have this good guy and bad guy where they talk about things every Tuesday and Thursday. So I kind of follow that up to know kind of some of the stories about what is happening in the UFC. You know, I'm a huge fan of MMA. I'm a huge fan of boxing, and I'm a huge fan of anything combat sport. Which brings me to what I'm about to say today, because I saw this coming. I honestly saw this coming. Tom Aspinall, in that video, in that interview with Chael Sonnen and DC, said Jon Jones is retired, that he retired Jon Jones, that Jon Jones now is officially retired. It's not been official yet, but I kind of knew this coming. I kind of knew that this fight will not happen. It was one of the most anticipated fights since it was shown that Tom Aspinall is the worthy contender for the heavyweight title. And it has been really searched for this fight, because after Jon Jones defeated the greatest UFC heavyweight champion, Stipe Miocic, we all thought, okay, the next fighter is going to be Tom Aspinall. And we have been waiting for this fight for a long time. We have been waiting for this fight for years. For 2 years now, we've been waiting for this fight. You could also use Conor McGregor and Michael Chandler as an example of some of the most anticipated fights we're waiting for to come. But this is kind of different because we have a heavyweight champion here who doesn't want to fight the number one contender. And the number one contender, who is the interim UFC heavyweight champion for over 2 years. He has already fought for the UFC interim champion and defended the interim champion. I don't know what is there to defend that. For me, being an interim champion is not an interim. It's not a unified, undisputed champion. And that is where the pain of Tom Aspinall comes from. So Tom Aspinall in the interview the other day came out and said Jon Jones is retired. That Jon Jones is retired, that he doesn't care now, that his next fight date has been fixed. I don't know if he already has an opponent, but from the way Tom Aspinall was speaking, you could notice that this guy really means what he says. So the question is Jon Jones really retired? Is Jon Jones really retired, as Tom Aspinall said? Guys, like I told you before, I kind of saw this coming. Jon Jones, who kind of felt relaxed, knowing fully well that this guy could demolish him. You're talking of a young, bigger heavyweight contender, somebody who has never fought more than one round, who has been knocking out his opponent. And you have a Jon Jones who is arguably the greatest mixed martial artist of all time. When you talk of mixed martial artists, it's not just one sport, it's whole sports combined. And he has been on the top of that food chain for a long time, knowing fully well that his accolades might be gone like this if he faced this Tom Aspinall guy, which everybody wants to face. You know, yes, we all want to have this invincible fighter lose one day. Not everybody is happy seeing you succeed. One or two people want you to lose. But this fight, as Jon Jones is coming out to say that he is the most anticipated, undisputed GOAT of MMA, we all want him to show us that he could be able to beat Tom Aspinall, which sounds like impossible. Yeah, it's kind of seems impossible. But we want to see him because he comes out to say he needs this kind of big pay to fight this guy. And now Jon Jones is trying to play strategy here, not wanting to fight this guy, wanting to make this guy wait. And this guy has been waiting. He said now Jon Jones is retired, that he wants to fight for the title. And once he fights for the title, he's going to give every other people a chance to fight him. This is what we want as a UFC fans. This is what we want as an MMA fan. We all have been waiting for this fight to happen. We all have been waiting for this fight to happen for a long time. And what has been holding this is Jon Jones. Jon Jones doesn't even want to fight Tom Aspinall. That's the reality here. The UFC have tried their best. Tom Aspinall has tried their best. Everyone has tried their best. Dana White, Hunter, they've all tried their best. People have tried to sell that fight. People have tried to make it the biggest fight in the history of the UFC. But there's one name that has been neglecting this fight, which is Jon Jones. or to many people, the greatest of all time. So will this attitude stain that big record he has as the MMA greatest of all time? Because coming out to say that you need a big payday to fight Jon Aspinall, I think the UFC granted him what he wanted. I don't know if this is true. I think the UFC granted Jon Jones what he wanted to fight, what he asked to fight against Jon Aspinall. I don't know what is happening. We are kind of lost here. But the reality is this: I don't see this fight happening again. And from what I saw Jon Aspinall coming out to say the other day, guy, it is obvious that Jon Jones will not fight Jon Aspinall. So the advice I'm going to give to you guys here is this: if you guys are waiting for this fight to happen, I don't want you to put all your heart in this fight happening. If it happens, magnificent, because we have a great fight in our hands here. But if it doesn't happen, I don't want you to get frustrated like what happened between Conor McGregor and Michael Chandler, where many people bought their ticket and they didn't get what they wanted. So guys, honestly, I kind of saw this coming. I saw this coming. And it's so annoying that the fight we wanted to see is beginning to fade away in front of our eyes. I mean, we've gotten DDP and Khamzat Chimaev. That should be enough. We've gotten Islam Makhachev, JDM, which is really good fight. We've gotten Ilia Topuria against Charles Oliveira, which is a massive fight. And now we're waiting for this Alex Poatan against Ankalaev, which is going to come out again soon. We're just waiting for the exact date. But there's one fight that people want to watch, which is Jon Jones and Jon Aspinall. I understand that. But guys, the more you go far away from that fight happening, the better it is for the UFC and the MMA fans to kind of relax and not getting disappointed if that happens. Because whenever you talk to Dana White, that fight is happening. It's going to happen. It's going to happen. Whenever you talk to some Daniel Hunter, that fight is going to happen. As of months ago, we thought that fight is happening when you asked Jon Aspinall. But now, Jon Aspinall coming out to tell Jon Jones that he's already retired. Is that a strategy? Is that a plan? Is that his way of making Jon Jones come back to fight him? Or is that true? Because when you watch him speak, he was speaking the absolute truth. You could see seriousness in his face. And this guy coming out to say he has a fight booked already, he's not joking. Let me know what you think. Let me know what you think about Jon Jones and his attitude and Jon Aspinall's statement in ESPN MMA. Guys, I really appreciate the love you guys are showing to me. Like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you want me to post on the next video. Until next time, guys. Peace.